Okay, today we're going to have a little amp demo. We've got two amps in the pocket, a Jet City JCA20 or 22. It's a two-channel model of the 20, and also a Hafler T3 preamp with a Marshall9005 two-channel stereo 2 power amp. So the gear, the Jet City is basically stock. I think I swapped out one of those tubes for something else. I don't even remember what I swapped it out for. It didn't make much difference. The tubes that came were not bad. I've read a lot of remarks online about those tubes both ways. They're not that bad. The T3 is a Hafler preamp, and of course the Jet City. Before I finish, the JCA20, that circuit is designed by Michael Soldano. I'm a huge fan of Soldano amps. I've had Soldano amps before in the past. This one, I was very curious to see how close it would sound to my Soldano amps that I've had in the past. It's pretty much the same thing. Anyways, the Hafler T3, that's another side of American amp manufacturing right there. It's a very rare model preamp. And that preamp was designed by Reinhold Wagner. It used to be called the Triple Giant, and there's a different model called the Triple Giant. And when Reinhold and David Hafler were working together, and then they split ways, and David took this Triple Giant design and basically gutted the clean channel, made it solid state, which is who cares? But I mean, it's you got to have something else around kind of to take its place, I guess, but it's not a big of a deal. It's still it's a decent channel, and then the other two channels are the same, so that's more or less a Wagner design, but it's got a lot of sonic similarities to the Wagner stuff, the older stuff for sure. And then of course the Marshall power amp is a classic. It's just a 50/50. You can diode it down to 25. Side if you want. I think I have it running 25 right now this side, and I've got some really old Tesla tubes in there from the number 2 Czech factory, and they're really smooth. They kind of help tame down the raunchiness of the T3. T3 is definitely a raunchy preamp. You know, it's came out of the 80s metal world. So onto the sounds. Clean. This is the two of them. Clean. I'll get you one at a time. The clean on the JCA20. It's good. It's clean. It's responsive. It can break up really fast. So basically, you want to dime the master and keep your preamp really low. And my preamp's got a little bit of gain on it. It's like just over 1 right now. So you can hear it start to break up just a little bit. And I've got coil split here. Make this Les Pauly Schecter sound like my Strat. It's not a bad clean channel at all, especially if you get a little reverb on it. So that's the JCA20. Bounce over to the Hafler Marshall rig. And even though it's solid state, you know, like I said, it sounds kind of just as good. Pull out that single coil split pickup. Nice clean channel, you know, whatever. I have only some delay running through that side. Well capable clean channel. Anyways, let's move on to the mid gain channels. This is the Marshall. A little bit of, you know, it's down there. It's definitely very dynamic and responsive to your picking. So that's the Marshall. The JCA20. The mid channel goes about like so, and I'm using actually an Electro-Harmonix glove distortion pedal on the clean channel to facilitate a 3-channel setup. Turn that reverb off. So this side is set up to be a little bit more of, it doesn't really show the brown sound of the Jet City amp, but it's really good. This I used this pedal to pull out a little bit of that bassiness, give it a little bit more of a British kind of it's a Voxy-ish pedal. And it also is pretty dynamic. I'll talk to you a little bit. And that's the mid channels. Only thing I haven't done really for you is put them together. I use this wonderful unit called the Rockman Stereo Chorus, which is a really old unit made by Tom Schultz back in the day. If you ever listen to Boston, you've heard these units. The Boston tone has a lot to do with the Rockman gear. But anyways, I use the Rockman Chorus to split my 2 amp rigs kind of into a good wide stereo. It's a chorus, but I don't really use it as much as a chorus. I have all the chorus features kind of dumbed down and turned down. And we're really just using either the 20 millisecond or the 40 millisecond delay. Sometimes I think there's even the top one's at 80 millisecond, but I don't really use that. And it gives a great separation, a great stereo field, makes your sound just enormous. The cabs that I'm running all this through are 2 Jet City cabs, actually just 112 cabs, pretty simple stuff. One's got an Eminence JCA voice, like custom voiced Eminence 12. The other one's got a Celestion Vintage 30 12 in it. So that's what's going on. And so while I'm on the mid channel here, I'll go ahead and get both amps on. We're hearing this in stereo. You should be, if you've got good headphones, put them on. It's a little Sony camcorder, this guy, but it has a great stereo microphone actually. So that ends up being your mid channel. Very responsive, very fun. It's a nice channel. And that's in mono. So let's go ahead and kick that chorus on, and we go from to our stage is wider. Channel. We can roll our volume knob back like halfway. Clean it up a little. Give it a good hard pick, it comes back. Stereo. So that's where that's what we get from that Rockman. And like I said, right now I have it set on like kind of a medium wide setting. So on, off. Here we are in luscious mono or stereo. That's the mid channel. So if we get ready to go over to the dirty channel, I'll AV them for you first we have the JCA20, and this will be bridge pickup, turning all that wide out. Controls, the overdrive preamp controls on 4, and the master's really low. It's like it's very chunky. It's very Soldano is what it is. Definition on the low side is the point I'm getting at there. Bridge pickup, obviously. Roll back our volume knob a bit, see what happened. Not that much. Give it a little reverb. Super nice amp, I dig it. We'll go over to the Marshall Hafler T3. Now on its heavy channel. Its gain is on 5.5. Its master's up pretty high, I don't know, for the preamp, and then the power amp is only on, like I said, it's running 25 watts, I think, and it's like 1, 2, 3.5. It's coming out a little bit more bassy than this side, again, purposely. So it's a metally amp. So put the two together. Here's our heavy channels. Back on with the JCA, and we've got. Oh, mother! First in mono. Turn the reverb off. There's a horrible ground loop. Yes, I am aware of that. The fix is in the mail, actually. So, it's mono. Let's go ahead and throw that Rockman on. Ridiculous. that good right now because it's in front of the amp and not in the loop. My bad. I wasn't prepared for the video demo. Holds together on the bottom, doesn't it? And there you have it. That's the two amps, man. The JCA20 and the Hafler T3 through the Marshall. It's good stuff. Magic all comes from that Rockman Stereo Chorus, though. When it's not running, it just doesn't sound as big. Peace.